I'm Steve Wohlenhaus. This is Anatomy of Success, and this week, 7 reasons to be focused on humility as a powerful leadership skill. Let's get started. Welcome back to Anatomy of Success. I'm your host, Steve Wohlenhaus. Each and every week, we discuss my 4 tenets of equanimity, broad categories pertaining to health, healthy relationships, healthy intimate relationships, and more satisfying work. When we dive into those categories, there's a lot to talk about and a lot of things we can focus on to improve. And if you're looking to make massive improvement in your life and need some help, some guidance on this journey, and it is a long-term journey, we have the resources for you at aos.academy. Please subscribe to the podcast if you will. Find us on social media. You can do that at weatherology.com or aos.academy. And we hope to get connected with you there so we can accompany you on this journey. Now, we talk about leadership a lot because it's something relevant to business, whether you're working for somebody or planning to start your own business, which is a common dream shared by many of the people in our community at AOS Nation, AOS Academy. So when we talk about leadership, though, it doesn't necessarily have to be work. It's leadership in your home, leadership in your friendship circles, because leadership impacts the quality of all of our relationships, regardless if it's personal or professional. And guess what? Without humility, those relationships are going to disintegrate because conflict is inevitable. So today, we're going to talk about some skills that will help you regardless of where you're applying those leadership skills. The irony of humility is apparent in leadership over the past 5 years, I would say. Very, very evident. Despite all the evidence that shows humility is critical for great leadership, it's difficult to find examples of people in leadership that model being humble. Arrogance, pride are better descriptions of many people in leadership today, and I'm talking about business, politics as well, and their ostentatious behavior is evident when questioned on difficult subjects. They get defensive and act incredibly sure of themselves. One of the reasons I believe leaders struggle with humility, it contradicts what most people believe strong leaders are supposed to look like. Being firm and confident creates the impression of being in control, and it connotes ambition. Many people crave power of being in charge and relish the idea of relying on their expertise. They need to be right and rarely deviate from their own opinions. They become indoctrinated in their own brilliance and silence objections that conflict with their strong beliefs. Being humble is seen as weak and overly vulnerable. The idea of asking people for help implies incompetence and suggests they lack vision and purpose, and I bet you see this at work all the time. The problem is the perception of status and hierarchy. Our cultures celebrate with brash people and big egos. They get attention, and attention matters. In a world of noise and distraction, unfortunately, arrogance does get attention, but it's humility, kindness, fairness, modesty that gets results and creates loyalty. Learning to practice humility is really important in our leadership roles with our friends, family, and at work. So here are 7 reasons to be focused on humility as a powerful leadership skill. Caring. Leaders with genuine humility care, and it's sincere. When we have a love for humanity, we place people first. All people, race, religion, orientation, doesn't matter. We see potential in everyone and focus on creating a safe environment for everyone to flourish. We also understand how to bring people together despite their differences. Humble leaders are self-aware and care very deeply about people. Fair. Humble leaders are fair and don't lean on hierarchy as a weapon to gain control and influence. They encourage others and give everyone an opportunity to excel. They use their influence to create order, vision, and accountability, but the rules apply to everybody. Humble leaders are approachable and establish trust by listening with the intent to understand. Recognition. Humble people know how to make other people feel good. Their actions demonstrate their high regard for people, and their words are rich with approbations and praise. They understand how to recognize people, and they do it often. They are positive and have incredible energy because their heart is always in the right place. They don't bully people or assert themselves at the expense of offending somebody or creating unnecessary conflict. They offer acknowledgement freely and generously and often. Mentor. Humble leaders lift other people up and cultivate talent. They are generous and don't get threatened by rising stars. They mentor and provide guidance that helps nourish the talent in their organization. They coach, they groom quality people that make the organization stronger. They aren't wrapped up in protecting their position. They promote and they encourage people to grow. Their humility enables them to focus on bigger pictures that benefit everybody, not self-preservation. Inspire. Humble leaders inspire kindness, generosity, and collaboration. They set a precedent of excellent behavior that becomes contagious. They aren't adversarial or contentious. They create an atmosphere of trust that drives teamwork and unity. People learn to cooperate in the spirit of accomplishment. They help individuals flourish, but emphasize team unity for optimum success. Organizations that lack humility often encourage overly competitive behavior that ruptures cohesion. Humility brings people together, so everybody wins. Strong. Contrary to popular belief, humble people are incredibly strong. They are confident, and their self-assurance is genuine, though. No need to pontificate your accomplishments or demonstrate your authority. Your presence is obvious. Your example is obvious. You lead with conviction, vision, determination, and the path is clear. People trust our judgment because our track record is unquestionable. Humble leaders have refined their skills in the fire, and they have tremendous strength earned through trial, error, and suffering. Honest. Humble people normally have a purpose that includes believing in something bigger than themselves. When people are grounded in their faith, they have humility and reconcile with mortality. They abandon the need to have all the answers and lead with compassion because they are accountable to something much bigger than themselves, which breeds integrity and honesty. They carefully examine every choice they make because the results and the consequences of making selfish decisions are far-reaching. So today we talk about some leadership skills that you can apply in your personal and professional life. Hope you benefited from this discussion today. I'm Steve Wohlenhaus. Until next week, let's stay focused, let's stay positive, and let's stay optimistic.